Howdy peeps, and welcome back to the channel. And yes, we are in front of this tank again. If you're wondering why we quite regularly get videos from this tank, it's a very simple reason. It's easy to set the camera up in front of, and I can sit in comfort on the stairs as well, rather than having to try and hold the camera for however long I decide to waffle. So pop my butt down. So before we get into the main gist of the video, which is paranormal type stuff, we are looking at Neocaridina davidii shrimp in the most part. That's mostly what you're going to see. There's also, just on that rock, a pygmy cory. There is celestial pearl danios in here. I think there might be one left. And if you're really lucky, you might get a view of a clown pleco. Although they're hiding really well. I know where they are, they're just hiding. So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about paranormal investigations, or as is also known, ghost hunting. And I really don't like that term, ghost hunting. It just doesn't strike me as the right term to use. It's negative connotations all around, really, with the ghost and the hunt. Well, what we're really looking to find is paranormal activity of any kind. And to actually see an apparition is extremely rare. Shadow figures are rare enough, just seeing that something move out the corner of your eye. Now, I'm no expert on these things, but from having watched countless videos and been to and experienced many of paranormal site or location phenomenon, I've come to some fairly simple conclusions. First one, be respectful. Don't go in all loud and shouting and demanding that the spirits do things for you. How would you react if someone came into where you live, loud and obnoxious, and started demanding that you tried to do things? You wouldn't be happy, would you? You'd probably get angry. So go in, polite. And it might sound, you might feel stupid, but introduce yourself. You know, I always do. If I go somewhere that I know to be haunted, or I get a vibe or a feel or experience something, I'll introduce myself and explain why I'm there. Hello, my name is John. I mean no harm or disrespect. Come here in love, light and peace. And I'm just here to try and communicate with you, or share some kind of experience. And that kind of thing. Yeah, you might not get an angry demon screaming at you to get out, or any of these things, but you won't have a scary experience unless you are in a place that has negative energies and negative entities, or whatever you want to call it. The words and the terminology are really up in the air because no one's proved anything scientifically, so there aren't fixed words, terms for these things. For example, I hate the word demon. It's a demonic presence. Not necessarily. Could just be, plenty of people are just plain evil. and those tend to have strong personalities that might hang on after death. You never know. So yeah, be polite, be pleasant, introduce yourself, be respectful. If you're going to, let's say you're going to a haunted ruined church, don't wander in there with your baseball cap on backwards, smoking a fat doobie. You know, it's just not going to work. Fairly simple, if you ask me, anyway. Other things. Pay attention to what you actually say. Because unless you know exactly the period that whatever it is, whoever it is you're trying to communicate with is from, certain things didn't exist. Let's say it's a spirit in a church, an abandoned church, because I know this one well, so we're going to use it as an example. Words like device, electronic voice recorder, they haven't got a clue what the hell that means. Flashing LED lights, loud beepy boxes, detuned radios. They ain't got a clue what these things are. They don't know if it's a weapon or whatever. They just never experienced them. So yeah, that's another piece of advice. Always go in your best piece of equipment, unless you are looking for actual proof. But the first piece of equipment you should rely on is yourself. Your own senses, feelings, vibes, spidey sense, whatever you want to call it. That feeling you've gone in somewhere and something doesn't feel right. There's an uneasy feeling, like something's watching me. You can't pick that up on an electronic device. You can pick it up yourself and say to an electronic recording device that this is what I'm feeling right now. But then once you've got that feeling, and hopefully a positive one, if it's a bad vibe, it's probably best to just get out of there. Don't upset anything, don't cause squit. Just quiet life, really. Nobody wants to be upset. Then maybe come back later, another day. So, do you remember me? I was here the other time, but I got made to feel like I wasn't welcome, so I thought I'd come back again and see how you felt today. And then, I don't know whether a friendship or a rapport would be too strong a word, but you can build up a vibe. There are places I've been where I wasn't feeling particularly welcomed, and then I've gone back again, and it's all been good. Because I didn't cause trouble, I didn't disrespect. I did get out when I was asked, basically. And also, before we end this out, it's not an adrenaline sport. I know it makes for good TV, for people to scream and run around and swear and shout and all this stuff. That's not the reality of it. If you're the kind of person that's going to scream when they hear a single knock somewhere, it's probably not the best thing for you to be doing. Because if you do start having experiences, you're just going to need to change your underwear. Now, as I've said, I say this as someone who's had lots of experiences over the years, and I currently share my house with the spirit of a dead pet cat, the floof monster Zacky Boy, and a female shadow figure, who I've yet to communicate with enough to get a name, but I just call her Shadow. And I'm pretty sure female, because I've woken up to a female voice calling my name, and I live on my own. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope that kind of made sense, and if it's the kind of thing, and you know people who are likely to start going out and doing this, it might be a good thing for them to watch, or listen to. Probably send them asleep, but you might have more luck trying it my way than doing it the high action, high intensity way. If all you get is a vibe and a feel, that's a successful investigation. You know in yourself there is something there that perhaps could stand further investigation. So there we go. But thanks for listening to me waffle and ramble. If you like what you've heard, see, there's the like button somewhere down there, the subscribe button somewhere around there. If you've got any questions or points you'd like to make, other than you sound really bad, hay fever, nothing I can do about it, there's a comment section further down there somewhere. And if you really like it and you're feeling really super generous and nice and wonderful and awesome, there's another button over there that says join, and I'm be very appreciative if people click that button. It's only £1 a month, and well, the money goes towards keeping me fed and the bills paid, let's be honest. And I do want to get an improvement in, get some kind of gimbal for the camera to make videos a bit smoother when I'm wandering around on rock ground. But thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, congratulations, commiserations. Enjoy your hobbies, whatever they are: fish keeping, paranormal, model making, whatever, historical buildings. Rock on. Bye bye.